I'm at you. I feel the beauty of the valley and its flowers. The joy I feel inside is like the fragrance of the waters by the spring. Joyful, my heart is skipping, heart is melting down. I feel so colorful. Say, I feel so beautiful, 'cause I'm feeling like a butterfly. Oh, like a butterfly, 'cause I'm feeling like a butterfly. Oh, like a butterfly. Hey! I say, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? 'Cause I'm beautiful and colorful. I say, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? 'Cause I'm colorful and beautiful like a butterfly. Spreading up my wings up in the summer sky. Like I'm floating on a river, I'm just passing by, by and by. Say, I'm so colorful, 'cause I'm feeling like a butterfly. Hey, like a butterfly, 'cause I'm feeling like a butterfly. Like a bird, say, 'cause I'm feeling like a butterfly. Was like a bird, hey, 'cause I'm feeling like a, hey, hey, like a bird. Was hey.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Bluffhill Jams. This is the show where we like to highlight and showcase some of the up-and-coming talent in this very talent-rich country of Zimbabwe. My name is Alex Avelallamont. I'm with the U.S. Embassy in Zimbabwe, and today I'm delighted to be with our special guest, Ms. Thandy Dhlana. Thandy, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, that was an outstanding first number, but before I ask you about that, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and how you got started?
Okay, my name is Thandy Dhlana, a female musician from Bulawayo. My genre is ethno-soul with a fusion of jazz, blues, pop, and reggae. It can be classified sometimes under jazz, but I do ethno-soul.
Yeah, you know, when we were listening to that, I heard a little Stevie Wonder. I heard a little bit of soul. Stevie Wonder, of course, also bridges jazz and soul.
Yeah.
And it was delightful. I'm really glad you started us off with that number.
Thank you.
Tell us how you got your start.
Okay, my grandmother usually says, I could sing before I could talk. I sang before I could talk, so I don't know how, but that's me.
So you had music inside you from
Yeah, I
the
think I
moment you were
was
born.
just born with
Okay.
music inside of me. So yeah, I sang at school. I sang at church. I'm always about singing most of the times.
Was there ever...
I sing at home.
Yeah, in the shower? That's the only place I sing.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah.
When I'm taking a walk, I always sing. So I think naturally that's what I love. That's what I'm all about.
Okay. Was there ever a moment you just woke up one day and had a realization and said, I want to be a singer, a performer? Or is it something you grew into? I mean, how, as a child, what was your musical influence like?
At home, my mom loved Dolly Parton. So like when she was cleaning the house, there'll be music playing. So I think I just loved that feeling of music in the morning at home. So I think it got into me, and I then started to just sing, compose, or like something like that. I just found myself here. Like, I can't even tell you how it happened, but I found myself with the zeal of composing new music, just singing. Yeah.
So tell me, when do you remember first starting to sing? When did you want to start singing?
I can't say I really remember, but then my grandmother usually says I sang before I could talk, so which means it was maybe very, very early, like less than 2 years old.
Wow, wow.
So like from there, I used to sing at church. I used to sing, I was once a choir mistress at school. So like I think music has always been something that I loved from a tender age.
Yeah. And so do you remember how old you were when you wrote your first song?
Okay, I think I was in grade 6-ish, thereabout. Because most of the time I would listen to some of the songs and I'll find myself rearranging the words to something that I want to hear, something like that. So like, yeah. So basically, I started at a tender age.
Wow.
Yeah.
So at the time when most kids are just still trying to figure out how to tie their shoes almost, you're already trying to put together
Already
songs.
trying to sing.
Wow. So
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit more about influences. You mentioned some of the styles you're interested in and some of the music you like to play, but globally, what kind of artists inspired you or influenced you?
I grew up listening to Nina Simone, Sade, and my mom loved Dolly Parton. So each and every time in the morning when she's cleaning, you'll hear those Dolly Parton sounds. And then I'm an all-rounder, to be precise. I listen to every kind of music. Like, if it feels good or sounds good to my ears, I just listen to it and love it. So I listen to many people. But back then, I used to listen to Sade, Nina Simone, Dolly Parton, just to mention a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those all make their way into your songs?
To some extent, yes.
Yeah.
I think my writing and my sound is a bit different from them, but their music has soul. I also have soul.
Yeah. So it's the passion, the feeling you have when you...
Yes. Sometimes when I'm writing my songs, some of the songs, the composition is based on my imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's based on the surroundings.
Yeah.
Yeah. My inspiration is drawn from different places.
Uh-huh.
Even from you, I can admire your watch and say something about it.
So when your song about my watch makes it #1 in the charts, just let me know, and I'll be very honored. So you got another song coming up that you're going to play 2 more songs for us. Why don't you tell us about this next song you've chosen and why you chose it?
Okay, the next song will be Inganekwane from my album called Inganekwane. Inganekwane means folk tales. It's about broken promises, like in relationships. Of late, there's a trend of umjolo, so it's like an umjolo gone wrong kind of song.
Those kinds of broken promises in relationships.
Broken promises in relationships, yeah.
That's a pretty common thing to sing about.
Yeah, because it happens every day.
To everybody.
To everybody. Everywhere. Somewhere has a broken heart. Every second, every minute, a heart is broken.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, great. I look forward to hearing it. Let's do it.
Wangithembisa inyanga lenkanyezi kanti wena wangethela inganekwana. Wangithembisa inyanga lenkanyezi kanti wena wangethela inganekwana. Ngithi khumbula isithembiso cha inganekwana. Ngithi khumbula isithembiso cha inganekwana. Say amatafula jikela mina, impambaniseki ibonakala kimi, kude ngizama ngihluleka, ngase ngathi hamba khululeka. Say wathi ngithi khumbula khumbula isithembiso cha inganekwane ngithi khumbula khumbula isithembiso cha inganekwane usungabe buhlungu nawe ushiqiniso ungazisela yabudlala khona bengilahle wonke amathemba thembe kuwe sesidlana naye akusacacila ungivambisile ujongithembise ize wangithembisa inyanga lenkanyezi kanti wena hey wangithembisa inyanga lenkanyezi kanti wena wawungethele nganekwane woza ngithi khumbula khumbula isithembiso cha inganekwane ngithi khumbula khumbula isithembiso cha inganekwane lesikirani hey the pandemic hurts, but hopefully after we hurt, we'll find a way to heal and mend the broken heart. So how does one mend a broken heart? For me, it's about walking away from everything that weighs you down. Just finding a new path to say, okay, I'm done with this. Let me just move on to greener pastures, see other people, you know. So the next song is called Humber. So Humber is all about moving from a broken heart and finding healing. Hope you enjoy. Waza! Waza! Take it away. Waza! Take it again, Ronnie. Sandy. Waza! ngihambe ngikuyekele ngoba ngizama ukubana ngikufumane ngona uhambe ngikuyekele ngoba ngizama ukubana ungizwisise zviri mumoyo mangu zviri muana yangu zviri mupfungwa dzangu unozviziva zviri mumoyo mangu zviri muana yangu zviri mupfungwa dzangu unozviziva wosa hamba hamba yeah 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 wosa ngithi hamba lapho yakhona lami ngiyela ngiyakhona wosa wosa lapho yakhona lami ngiyela ngiyakhona. Listen to this. Githi lami ngiyela hey lami ngiyele lami ngiyela lami ngiyela yeah, yeah, githi hamba lapho yakhona lami ngiyela ngiyakhona. Githi hamba khululeka hey.
Wow. It sounds like, it looks like you're wishing the bad vibes away with that song. Can you tell me a little bit more about what that's all about?
Okay, Hamba is all about how to mend a broken heart, moving away from the misery, looking forward to something different, letting go of bad vibes, like inviting positivity. Despite how you feel, you have to dust yourself and move on. Yeah, to a better place. So Hamba is all about being at a better place, good vibes only, positivity always. Yeah. And
we could tell, just one of the things I love, even though you're singing in Ndebele, and I don't understand that, is we could all feel what you were feeling. And
that's the idea of music.
The strength.
Even if you don't understand the language, music has a way of speaking to you in a certain way.
Yes, and you could see even when we're recording now, all the crew were trying to, do their job, but still we're dancing almost because the infectious the way you were just so infectious about how you were performing and how you felt it, and everyone can really.
I'm all about good vibes. I'm crazy sometimes. I love smiling. I love seeing people in a better place. I love to see people happy. I hate it when someone has something that's hurting them or something. So each and every time when I'm writing my songs, I try and make it a point that I try to make someone feel better.
I think you made all of us. You certainly made me feel better.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And speaking of speaking to your audience, tell us about what goals do you have? What ambitions do you have in terms of performing and recording in the future?
You don't want to hear about that one?
No, I do. That's why I asked.
Okay, so let me tell you something about what I do when I'm at home. When I'm in front of the mirror, I see myself in this stage, an international stage, singing for 100,000 people. Everyone just looking at me like this. And I'll be in the zone, ministering, healing souls through my music. That's my goal. That's my wish. So I pray that God, you grant me that before I die, please. Please, God.
Well, I can't predict the future, but I can tell you that with your ability to perform and your passion and your authenticity, I think it's only a matter of time before you find a really appreciative audience.
I receive. Yeah, it has been always my wish to heal souls. If someone is in the verge of committing suicide, when they hear my music, they find healing. They change their minds. They look at the future in a different perspective. So that's me. I'm all about bringing soul, bringing life.
Oh, that's fantastic. And I know, I know personally, and I think a lot of people, they look at music that way too. You feel it the most when you're down or when you're feeling something, and that's when it speaks to you the most.
Very.
You got another song you want to play?
Yes. Okay, this one is a special one. The song is called Knocking on Heaven's Door by Bob Dylan. My mom used to love the song. It speaks to my soul. Let's sing together.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's take it away. Take it away. Ooh. Hey.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Knocking is called order. So when you're knocking, you'll be like
knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door.
Knocking on heaven's door.